Well, I gotta share. Um, this is unbelievable. The testimony that I just had, which happened on Saturday with me and Chris, with the gentleman who was going to throw himself in traffic, and he prayed, and then we prayed, and the Lord connected us. Well, uh, just the next day, I think it was Sunday, or maybe it was Monday. I'm not sure what days. It's only been a couple days. We decided to go. We're starting a hiking ministry, and we've been praying. We have the Lord has pressed upon our heart to start a big ministry, and we are going to be used as the catalyst to go out there and plant seeds and to help start lifestyle centers and to teach and to bring people together. And it's called Eden Restoration Project. Please pray for that. This is a huge project that when we came to this place we thought could be implemented, but it's not this place that the Lord wants us to implement it. It is actually out in the surrounding area. So here we are. We've got that in the works. We're talking about it, and then we're talking about this hiking ministry. And we decided that we got to start hitting some of the trails so we can learn them and learn about the local vegetation, the medicinal plants, and the edibles and all of that, right? So we're excited. We drive to a trailhead, and just before we go in, the park guy says the parking lot is filled. You got to turn around, and you got to go down that way to go to the other places of pull off. So we said okay. So this is how God is. He fills up the parking lot, and we turn around, and Chris is, instead of going back on the highway, he says, "Why don't we just go down this dirt road here?" And I'm like, okay, it's like a dirt road. I guess it comes out to where it needs to come out. I don't know. But he felt compelled to go down that road. So we start heading, and man, you're not gonna believe it. This is God. This is God. Um, Here's this woman, and she's coming up on the, and I'm telling you, as a nurse, I looked at her because Chris is like, look at this woman, and I'm like, and I look because I was distracted. I look up, and she's a heavier lady, and she just looks bad, like she's just walking like she's dying, and she sees us, and I can see the expression on her face. She's just like distraught. So I jump out of the car. I actually just jump out of the car, and I run up to her, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need help?" And she just starts sobbing. I've been lost. She's crying. I've been lost for 6 hours, and she can't breathe. And I've been lost for 6 hours, and I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. She said, I need help. I need help, and she's just sobbing. She's just sobbing, and I just hugged her. I just embraced her. I said, we're here. We're here to help. We're here to help. We're here to help. Oh man, she was so distraught. And she's crying, and I'm like, it's okay, take a breath, we're here now. Let's get you in the car. We'll get you some water. Just get in the car, and we're here to help. So we get her in the car, and she's just like, oh, thank you. She said, I've been lost since this morning, and I don't know. I'm from wherever she was from, the city, and she's like, and I'm supposed to meet my friend at the park, and I said, it's okay. I said, and I gave her some water, and I said, God, I said, I'm going to tell you, the parking lot was filled, and we weren't even supposed to go down this road. And I said, God put us here for you. He knew you needed help. He knew you needed help. And here we are. And she's like, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So she told us where she needed to go. It wasn't very far. And we gave her, some watermelon, and we just pressed upon the fact that God sent us. This is God who sent us. And, even if she wasn't able to listen that well, I mean, the impact of that. You see how God does this? God has been putting us in these places where people, but we're walking in the Spirit, we're willing and we're walking. And, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this encounter, because when we went into the park where the parking lot was, we rolled down the window and Chris said, we're taking this lady in. Can we go in? And because you got to pay or whatever. And he's looking at the lady and he's like, yeah, she has to meet her friend. She was, lost and dehydrated. And he's like, I'll give you 5 minutes. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? He says, go in, go out. And I'm thinking, here's this. And then she got out of the car and threw up in front of him because she's a heat stroke, and dehydrated. She took the watermelon and of course she throws it up. And I'm like, wow, this is what's out there. This is what's out there. No compassion. So we go and we pray for her. We lay our hands on her and we pray. And I give her my card. I said, you need anything, you call. And I give her a book. And she'd by the lake. I said, get in the lake. And she's like, she was she was feeling better. So I felt better. I felt much better with leaving her. But here's I wanna just interject. Before we went hiking, we were having a little bit of a tough day. Chris was having a little bit of a struggle, and when he struggles, I struggle. We're together. We have this bond, and when it comes to doing God's work, this is what happens with people, because when two are together, it's powerful, right? It's powerful, and we're made to do God's work. So I feel what he's going through, and but we picked ourselves up by our bootstraps, and we're going to go hiking, so we're feeling a little bit better. But we were distracted. I admit it. We were distracted. I felt like I was distracted, and I kind of know that Chris was probably distracted too, with ourselves and our own little issues, whatever they are. And God's like, you guys need to stop. It's not about you. It's not about your, how you're feeling, because my work doesn't stop. My work doesn't stop when you're having a bad day. My work doesn't stop when you decide that you are going to take your eyes off of me and look back, or you're going to just walk in a spirit that isn't full of joy, that isn't embracing, that isn't grateful, that is bringing you back to your flesh. I love sharing these testimonies. One I had, wow, I see it really touched people, and God brought certain people, and thanks for sharing, that said they needed to hear that. I mean, it was God. You see how God does that. So I thank you all for coming and supporting this channel. I thank you for your feedback. I thank God that he brings people here still. I thank the Lord that he's using me and Chris in this ministry. And let me know if you need prayers, and I'll tell you for me and Chris, because we're starting our own ministry too. We're going out, and we're really serious about it, and I'll keep you guys posted too. So you'll see maybe some more Wisconsin videos, but we're going to be heading to Idaho, and I'm going to be speaking at a women's retreat this week, in fact, this Sabbath. So pray for me. I'm excited about the retreat. It's going to be in Bonners Ferry. So if you're in Bonners Ferry or in Idaho, come see me. I'm speaking at the Bonners Ferry Church in Idaho, and I'm like the guest speaker. So it's so cool. I don't know if I think I'm the guest speaker. But anyway, it's going to be a wonderful time for fellowship. So join us. All right. God bless, my friends.